Hey guys, it's Malonb from Facebook or malonb.etsy.com. Although I will stop saying that because I still have not opened up my shop back up. I don't know if I will, and it's been over a year. So I will see if I find something else to say, or I'll just say it's Malonb from Facebook, or just Malonb from YouTube, or just Malonb. I think you guys know me by now. Anyway, it has been so long, guys. I went to check on my channel to see how long it's been since I actually updated with like an actual video showing you guys stuff. It's been 6 months. That's a long time. The last video I had up, the most recent one, was I just made one out of boredom one day because I needed something to do. I was feeling very bored with my life. As much fun and as great as being at home is with my kid, I was just bored one time, or a few days, or a stretch there, and I just wanted something to do. So I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's the video where I show my progression, my pregnancy progression, or whatever you call it, where, you know, I take a few pictures every few weeks or so, or whatever. Anyway, I really wanted to update at that time as well, but I just didn't find I guess I didn't push myself enough to update for you guys, and I apologize because I really do and have missed making videos. I still watch you guys all the time. I do have a lot to do, obviously, with a kid now, but I do try to watch you guys. I have some regulars which are pretty awesome. You guys are still making videos. Thank you. It really helps me out. It helps me feel like I'm still in the loop as far as, you know, knitting and crocheting, yarn in general. So thank you guys. So actually this is my second attempt at making this video because the first one was alright, but I just started talking about life stuff, and I went on this tangent about life stuff for like 5 minutes before I even started talking about yarn stuff. So I think I'm just going to jump into the yarn first, and as I was doing before, I will talk about the life stuff after. Let me just put this down. I was just having a drink. Okay, but I don't have everything with me here, I think. I think most of the stuff I did update on Ravelry, if you guys want to take a look. A lot of the smaller things, like really small items I've made, you know, tiny hats, or hats in general. I think a lot of the hats I didn't put up because they were just like generic, you know, ribbing and then knit all the way through, and it would just kill time or give me something to do. So not that I made that many of those, but I think those I'm missing, which is, you know, completely fine. Some stuff on Ravelry I have up. I made project pages for them, but I don't have any information in them. That's because while browsing Ravelry for things to make, I found patterns that I really want to make. I have not started yet if there's no info in there, of course, but I made the project pages anyway, just so they are there, and then when I go back, just to make it easier on myself, when I go back, so I know exactly what it was instead of trying to look for it again, you know, to make a page whenever I want to start it. But okay, these are the stuff that I know I didn't show to you guys, although one item I did show you guys last time, I think, or no, I didn't even show you guys. It's that this one I posted on my Instagram a couple of times. It is the toy I made for my son, and I completely forgot the name. I think it starts with I or something, Italy. Oh my gosh, I don't know what name it is, but it's called something the fox, and I completely forgot about the person that made the pattern as well. But this was actually a paid for pattern. It was a gift pattern by, who gifted me? Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. That Crochet Huvian or something Huvian, and I'm really sorry I forgot your name, but it was gifted to me by her when I guess it was around Christmas time, whenever we were doing the like you post up your wishes or something, and then somebody, you know, gifts it to you, and then you can gift someone else on Instagram anyway. I don't know if anybody was doing that anywhere else, but anyway, it was one of those things. And thank you so much if you watch me. I don't know if you do watch me or not, but thank you so much. I love this pattern. This is how the doll looks like. It is fairly big, as you guys can see. It was a gift from my son for his first birthday. Again, he turned on April 7th. So cute, right? This is a hood that is removable, and I added hair. I added hair to kind of look like him. If you don't know what my son looks like, I don't really post pictures of him at all that much. But when I do, if I do post pictures, I block his head off. I'm sorry, I block his face. his face off, you know, like put something on his face. Just because if you guys have been with me for a while, before he was born, or probably before he was born, I told you guys I wasn't really into the idea of posting him or showing him to you guys, or in general, not just you guys, but in general, putting him out there in social media, because I wanted to leave that option up to him whenever he's old enough to make it, if he wants to be out there or not. But I have been posting, again, not a lot, but some pictures of him on my Instagram where I block off his face. And if you guys have not seen them, okay, the story is that, not the story, but how it was, is that when he was born, he had tons of hair. And by his 1 year old, a little before that, his hair had gotten long enough where he can do a little ponytail. So it was pretty cute. He had a little ponytail. And hence the long hair here, which I was kind of iffy after I finished it. I was kind of iffy because I was like, does it resemble a girl as opposed to a guy, since, you know, my kid is my son, a guy. So I was like, I don't know if it looks like a girl or a guy or not, but I liked it, and it did resemble him, so I just left it as is. So anyway, after his first birthday, maybe like a week or so after, we took him to get a haircut, because again, summer is coming, and just his long hair is, in general, long hair sucks, since he's been starting to eat solids, so everything is like touching and smearing, and especially his hair. He has a thing about touching his hair, or he did with the long hair anyway, so everything was just a lot to deal with, a lot to keep clean, and etc. So we got a haircut, and he looks alright. I think he also feels a lot better now. So, but anyway, this is the doll, and it looks kind of wonky because he has been playing around with it. It's in the crib with him, so he likes to like bang on it, and he also likes to chew on it, which actually his eyes, I used the buttons for his eyes, and I'm actually thinking that I'm going to take them off and have to either use something else for it. I was thinking maybe sew in some felt eyes or something, or maybe just embroider them on, because I've seen him like bite on the eyes, like, or the button, like try to bite them off. So I'm scared that one day he will actually bite them off, since he's also teething. He has 4 of the top teeth and 2 of the bottom ones. So I'm pretty sure he can really rip it off one day. And I'm actually surprised that it doesn't look worse than this. So you can tell his eyes look wonky, probably because he's been trying to chew or pull on one of them. And then when I was tying this, I noticed that he pulled on one of the strands of the scarf, which, I mean, it's no biggie. I can fix that, or can make another, so it's no big deal. But anyway, this is a pattern I was showing you guys. It is so cute. It took me a while to make, just because it's a lot of crochet, and also about it, when I was in the process of making it, I wasn't really that trusting of the pattern, because I thought that the head looked so big, and then the neck was all crazy, I thought. I have some notes on my Ravelry page if you guys want to take a look, or if you're thinking about making it. I definitely would suggest it. I would love to have more for patterns. Again, they're so cute. I think they come out true to whatever, you know, the picture of the pattern is. I know she has a lot of other ones that are similar, but with other animals and stuff. And I think for this Fox one, from, if I remember correctly, there's like a link. I think it's her blog, I guess, where she has like some like alternative directions that go along with the fox. If you want to make, I think, another animal or add something or something, I don't know, something like that. But there's like additional stuff you can do with the fox one that I know of. It's the only one I've tried so far, but again, I would love to make more of her patterns. They are really well written, really cute, and I love it. I think he also liked it, although he doesn't like it to the extent I hope he does. I was hoping that he would, you know, be his favorite and he would drag it around with him all the time. But I mean, there's still time where he may end up liking it. So we'll see. Okay, now this other one I made, it was from a book I checked out on the library. They do not have the pattern in Ravelry, but if you go to my project page for it, I do have the information there as far as the book and what it was called. Right now I don't remember the book's name, but all the info is there. It's a snake. Looks like this. And I use buttons for the eyes as well, so the same thing applies for this one, that he's trying to bite at them, so I'll have to do something else about it. But this is just a very general snake. I don't know how else to say it. Very easy to make, a very easy pattern, but honestly a very boring pattern. Now, I follow the pattern as far as the head goes and as far as the patterning for the body, but I have no idea how long it was supposed to be for the pattern, nor do I remember how, or I think I had to return the book before I finished it, so I have no idea how I had to actually decrease for the tail, so I just made up something. And via the pattern, you made it in one piece, and then sewed it up. Sorry guys, it was my husband. He was just coming to tell me that the baby went to sleep. He usually does the night times, puts him to sleep for nighttime, which is really nice because it helps me out. Gives me a little time to relax. But I was telling you about the snake. That again, I have no idea how I did the tail or how you were supposed to, but I just did decreases on the end. And also for the yarn, the dark green is Red Heart Super Shaver. I don't know what color. And for the variegated yarn, I used one skein of Red Heart Unforgettable. I don't know what colorway it was in, but that's what I used. And again, it was a very boring project, but I like it in general. If I made another one, I would choose colors that pop out against each other more. The next thing I finished is a Mia hat. This is a pattern by Erin. And there's numbers after that. No, Give Me Yarn with numbers after it. But anyway, that is Erin. It's one of her patterns. Again, information is on my Ravelry page. I like it a lot. Came out really well. The only thing that I messed up was, I don't know what I did or how I did it, but in the beginning, when I cast it on, and before I started the actual patterning up here, I ended up with I think like 2 or 4 additional stitches, and also I think I fixed it, but I ended up, when I was like halfway through, I realized that I had one dropped stitch down here, so I had to go fix that, which I think I did. Anyway, my gauge was not exactly on as per the pattern, but I mean, no surprise, right? I think it was like maybe half a stitch larger than it was supposed to be, but I made it anyway because thinking my head is kind of big, which it is, and it is a little bit loose, but I think it's totally wearable. I still need to really practice wearing hats, so I always say that, right? I have to wear more hats, but for when winter comes, I think you know, I really will try. Anyway, I like it, and I messed up the first repeat right here. If you can tell, the first little area here, it was my mistake, and I just didn't bother to fix it because it's for me, and I think it's fine. No one's gonna notice. I made 1 hat for my kiddo, for Rohan, and this was from a pattern, also from a book I checked out from the library, I think. I don't know the name of it, but again, information is on my Ravelry page. I think it's called a cat hat or something like that, something with cats. And in the pattern or in the book, this actually has doesn't have ribbing. It has oh, what do you call it? Like that the ear, the little long parts that go over the ear. I forgot what you call that. But I didn't want to fuss with that because via the pattern, you would start with one of the ear things. It was like an ear thing, and then add a little long eye cord, like to tie it, you know, tie a knot or whatever under their chin. And via the pattern, you started with the eye cord, went all the way up to the ear thing, then made the other one, and then connected it to make the hat. And I just wanted something real easy. I just wanted it fucking easy. And I was like, you know what? I'm just doing this, and that's what I did. So it is a little large for him now, but I mean it's completely fine. I aim to make it a little bigger because since we're just starting summer, by the time it gets cooler again, he probably will grow a little bit. So I think it's completely fine. Also the pattern I found a little finicky as well, because I don't know if you can tell, but in the middle parts, in the middle section here, there's like decreases in both parts. And again, via the pattern, it's like you knit it all the way up to here, and then you grafted this. You grafted the middle part, so that way you're able to pick up the ears in the round and then finish them off. I found that really finicky for some reason, even though I don't know if there would be like a better way to do that. Or I was thinking crochet wise how much easier it would be. But anyway, I think it looks pretty cute. And again, information about where I got the pattern from will be on my Ravelry page. Now this one was also for his first birthday somewhat. I made a little vest for him. This is, I think, a free pattern, I believe. I don't know if it's a red heart pattern or not, but again, information will be on my project page. It just looks like this. It's a basic vest. And I made it to go along with his outfit for his first birthday, which he only wore once. I have no idea if he's gonna wear it again, because it's like a little nicer than, I guess, average clothing for babies, where it's like not a stretchy fabric. It's like the dress shirt kind of fabric. So it doesn't stretch, and that is a big problem for me, at least when putting clothing on, because trying to stuff like a baby's arm into something is never good. If it has no stretch, that's never good for me anyway. So that was hard to put on. And also the same thing with the pants, and the same thing with, well, the outfit I have. Again, if you want to see it, I have a picture of the whole outfit on my project page. It had like a little bow tie that was attached to the shirt, made with the same kind of fabric. So once I washed it, that's like all bent out of shape, and if I want him to wear it again and look decent, I would have to iron that out or block it out or something, and that's too much work right now, like for one outfit. So I have no idea if he's gonna wear it again. But anyway, this was meant to kind of match up with that. It looked pretty cute, but for wearing one time, especially like I said, since it's getting warmer, I don't know if it's gonna fit him later on when it's cooler again. We'll have to see. But he did look cute in it though. My next completed project is, if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen it already. This was for a crochet or a shawl along, actually, that was from Sissy Knitting. I'm really sorry if you changed your name. I know a couple of people have changed your name a few times, and honestly, I probably remember you for like the first name we had. I don't know if that's correct. Again, Sissy Knitting. She had a shawl along, I don't know if it was last month or a couple of months ago maybe, and this is what I made. It is a free pattern, I believe, and it is using a Karen's cake, and I don't know the colorway, but I think the information, or I think it's key lime or something, but information will be on my project page, where I have about a picture of it too if you guys want to take a look at that. I love it. It's an asymmetrical shawl. Via the pattern, it had tassels somewhere. I forgot what ends it had tassels on, but I skipped on those because if I wear it or when I wear it, I assume my son is going to want to pull on things. So to try to not have that happen as much, I didn't put on the tassels. That's all I have right now to show you guys. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but for right now, that's all I have. Oh, and this one, again, Instagram, if you guys follow me there, I do post somewhat, not too regularly, but I do post, you know, now and then up there. I actually, if you guys follow me on Facebook, I also have it where when I post something on Instagram, it goes to my Facebook page as well, my personal page, and also my page for the Malonb.etsy.com. So you guys would have seen that if you follow any of those. But a while ago, I was looking for, or I was asking about if anybody dyes synthetic yarn, as opposed to how everybody's dyeing woolen yarns, because it's easy to dye, obviously. But I was looking for synthetic yarn because it's just so much easier. Like, from my experience, I made quite a few sweaters and things for my son. A couple of those, especially one in particular sweater I've made with superwash wool, which of course supposedly it's safe for you to wash in a washer and dryer, but it's been washed so many times that it felted. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much felted already. So for me, maybe I'm a little lazy. Yeah, maybe it's that I'm just a little lazy. I don't know, but it's too much work to wash stuff by hand. For me, I don't see, really, it's just too much work, and then you have to wash it by hand, and then you have to lay it flat out to dry or block it. I see that's too much work. I want like the simplest, throw in the wash and, you know, throw it in the dryer and then let's go, you know, wear it again kind of thing. So I'm looking for synthetic. I'm still kind of looking for it. If I ever find anything, that'll be awesome. I was looking for a cream or natural yarn color with green speckles or green tweed. So I dyed some myself, again with superwash, but you know, to kind of at least give me what I wanted as opposed to not getting anything because I didn't find any synthetic yarn that looked like this. So if you guys know any or have any or know any brands or whatever, let me know so I can get some. So this is the one I dyed. Again, it's just a cream color with green specks or yeah, specks, I guess, like speckled yarn with different tones of green. I dyed this quite a while ago, maybe last month, maybe that month before that. And I was looking, I really wanted to make him some pants. I don't know what in my head told me that I really wanted to make him some pants with this color or a similar color, you know, like the cream with green speckles. But once I dyed it, I was like, you know, let me just wait it out. I think I just, since it took a couple of days, you know, to dye it and then to dry out, I think the want to make the pants just kind of faded, and I didn't end up making it yet, obviously. But also because, again, knowing that washing it too many times is going to felt anyway, I didn't really want to start with that. So I was thinking maybe I'll just keep it for later. If anything, I'll do a hat, since a hat you didn't really wash it often, or you know, anything else, or maybe something for me that'll work too. But if you guys do know, I am still looking for a synthetic yarn that has similar coloring. That'd be awesome. Maybe you guys can help me out. Now I'm gonna show you guys my 2 works in progress for right now. The first one is, see what this one is. Oh, it is a blanket for the stroller. I found a couple of patterns on Ravelry that are really easy. One actually that was really cute. It looked like a little cocoon for your baby that had a little hole in the middle for the strap that goes like in the crotch area. There's like a strap that goes between there, so you can strap on the side, like the side straps. That had like a little hole for that to go through, which is sort of what what I did. But again, for that pattern that I looked at, the pattern was, or the page that was supposedly the pattern was on, it doesn't exist anymore. And I tried to reach out to a couple of people who had made the pattern and also the person who posted the pattern, and nobody responded. So I just decided to make my own. So far it looks like this. I'm using a cotton yarn, which is, I have no idea the name of it. Again, information is on my Ravelry page, and it may look funny, but again, it's supposed to be a blanket. This is a hole that will go, that is meant to be open, so the strap can go through that, so you can strap the rest of that, the harness or whatever it is on the seat, and that way he doesn't have to be uncovered in any, at any given time. So far, I am only using one ball. Didn't finish that yet. I was actually surprised. I thought I was going to use a lot more quicker, but my gauge is pretty big. So again, surprised, but not really surprised. My next project is another scarf or shawl. And this one, I don't know the name of it. I think this one is a free pattern. I'll get information on my Ravelry page. For this one, the yarn is beautiful, really, really pretty. I started my second skein. It's yarn from Cherry Tree Hill Yarns, and it is the broadband something yarn. Again, info, I think, on my Ravelry page. I don't know if the information is on there, but a really pretty yarn. I actually just started the first color, or the second ball. So this was the beginning. This is the beginning, the pink, and I finished the white one is the end of the first skein. And as you can see, I started the next one with the pink one more time. And this section right here, I love this because, as you guys know, it reminds me of the Neapolitan ice cream. And actually, it reminds me that there used to be these candies I remember from back in the day. I don't know if they still exist, and I don't know who made them. I forgot who made them. But it was like these coconut type candies that also had those three colors. And I used to like them a lot. I remember getting them from my parents, but I have no idea. Again, I don't remember who made them or where to get some now if I wanted some, but I love that section. Well, that is all I'm working on actually. What I want to do next, again, I do have a couple of projects on my Ravelry where nothing is posted yet, no information is posted. Those I want to get to sometime. I'm probably going to be working more on stuff for when winter comes. Obviously, since it's going to be hot, there's not really need for yarn stuff so much. Now, if you guys want to hear some live stuff, I guess I'll get on with that. It just has been so long since I made a video. I'm a little off, honestly. I don't remember exactly what I used to talk about or how I used to like break up my videos. I mean, not that I really had that many segments or sections anyway. But live stuff, it's going good. It's really tiring. Did I mention, or was that the first video I made? I mentioned about how tired I am because my son's learning how to walk, or how tired my back is, or something. If I didn't mention it, again, sorry. Or if I did mention it, sorry. But because of that, I've been getting some massages at least once monthly, like a massage, which has helped a lot and is very relaxing. I think it was a couple of months ago, one day I woke up in the morning, you know, it was all fine, normal. But when I went to pick up my son, I went down to pick him up and I couldn't get back up. I really pulled like a muscle in my back so badly that fortunately my mom was still here to help me out. She came to help me out until I felt better. She now left. I don't know when she'll be back, but I'm looking forward to her doing so. But anyway, because of that, the doctor suggested that I, of course, take it easy, do some stretching, and also massages. So again, just helping out with relaxation, I guess, since having a kid is not the most stress-free kind of life. He is again eating solid. I told you guys about the hair thing, right? Where he likes to use everything in the head. Now that he cut his hair, though, not so much. Fortunately, I always found that baths in general were such a hassle. Again, just because of doing it in the bathtub, you have to be like bending down the whole time and stuff. And now that he's like learning how to walk, kind of thing. He just wants to be standing the whole time, which is even more stressful because not only does he just want to stand the whole time, he wants to walk around the whole time inside the bath. And again, I'm just so paranoid that he's going to be like slipping or falling and hitting himself somewhere. So I have to be holding onto him the whole time. He loves to go around the area where the water, like the spout where the water comes out. So again, just paranoid he's going to go hit himself on that. So I still find baths so, I wouldn't say time consuming so much, but just such a hassle that I don't like bath time at all. I think he enjoys it a lot, but I don't enjoy it at all. What else? Oh, I'm just saying, I was gonna say about that, I just hope it gets better soon. If you guys have kids or have dealt with that, let me know how to get through it, or if I can do anything else to make it more easy for me and for everyone. That would be awesome. Also recently he started to get tantrums, or he started to what do you call it, to give tantrums, to get tantrums. I know, like where he doesn't get his way, so he gets mad and he you know, tries to yell or scream or whatever. He started to give me tantrums because he wouldn't get his way anymore, which is like, oh, like it has started, you know. I was dreading it when I would have to do anything discipline-wise, just because I had no idea what I was going to do or how I was going to do it or who was going to do it, whether it be me or my husband. He probably will not be doing a good job at it, so it probably will have to be me. And I think that's tough, you know, like I still haven't really found a way to make him stop it. I think since he's still pretty young, it's just, I think with time, I'll find a way that will work for us. But that's been a little tough so far. And along with that, he's recently been avoiding or trying to avoid sitting on his high chair. Like you will try to put him in it and he won't bend his body. Like he won't bend his body to sit down. So he's like holding himself stiff like as a board and won't sit in the seat, which is again funny, but it's also like like not funny, you know. So also I don't know why. I think it's because maybe he's just not enjoying being tied down in general anymore. That he's also been not liking his car seat after like 5 to 10 minutes. He doesn't like the car seat anymore that much. And also the same thing with a stroller. If we go for a walk, he wants to get out of there, which is kind of annoying because I mean the shortest walks around our neighborhood are like maybe like 10-15 minutes, you know, like if you take your time doing the walk. So it's kind of annoying that the last few minutes of the walk, like every time now he's crying to get out instead of enjoying it, which he really used to do. The same thing with the car ride. So trying to figure that out for now. He also has this problem. I'm not gonna say he has a problem because it's probably all kids, honestly. But he, like the food stuff, when he's eating and he's done eating, everything to the floor is like he pretends he's gonna put it in his mouth, so he picks it up. He looks at it and then just like throws it to the side. So right now his high chair is in my kitchen where the floor is at least cleanable. Is that how you say it? Cleanable? Like where you can clean the floor at least. It's not carpeted. So at least for that, you know, we have him there for that reason, but it just really messed up, like splatters everywhere. You know, that kind of thing. And I want to move him to my dining room sooner than later, so we can all eat together, you know, sit down and eat together. But I'm just wondering how to do it, because again, it's gonna be a whole mess, and there's carpet in there, and it's just gonna be a big mess. So I'm just trying to figure that out. What else? What else? I think that's it, guys. I mean, if I have anything else to tell you guys, or if you have any questions, definitely ask me. Or about my future videos, since I find it hard to actually have the time and the want to like come sit here and, you know, have a block of time where I can talk to you guys. I find it hard to do that for right now. So in the meantime, and I think in general, maybe it's better for me to just make videos, I don't want to say randomly, but whenever I guess I have the chance, or whenever I'm working on something, I probably will just make videos not in here anymore, but maybe like you know, wherever I'm at, somewhere else to my house. I probably won't be using the camera stand anymore, which I use right now. I'll just hold the tablet, which I use for making videos in my hand, or something somewhere else. Just show you guys a quick, you know, quick view of whatever I'm working on or what I finished. I probably won't have the intro anymore either. I don't know. I have to work it out if I'm gonna have the intro or not, or if I'm still gonna be editing videos that way or not. I'll have to work it out, but I really will try to make more videos for you guys. Again, I hope to have more stuff to show you too. So I think that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.